Welcome everybody to our fourth lesson. In this video, we will explore ChatGPT and demonstrate a variety of practical, real world use cases to showcase just how powerful and versatile AI can be, from everyday tasks and productivity to learning, creativity, and problem solving. You will see how AI can help simplify your daily life and improve the way you work. As we continue through this course, we will introduce and demonstrate other AI platforms, highlighting their unique strengths, capabilities, and ideal use cases. It is important to understand that ChatGPT is just one of many AI tools available today. The AI landscape includes both general purpose and specialized platforms, each designed to solve different types of problems and perform specific tasks. The field of artificial intelligence is evolving at an incredible pace, with new tools, features, and innovations being released regularly. Our goal is to help you stay informed and equip you with the knowledge needed to choose and use the right AI tools for your personal and professional needs. Think of ChatGPT as your all purpose AI assistant. It is designed to be highly conversational, allowing you to communicate with it much like you would with a knowledgeable colleague or assistant. Whether you need help writing a report, planning a trip, learning a new skill, organizing your schedule, generating creative ideas, or solving everyday problems, ChatGPT can assist with a broad range of tasks. Its flexibility makes it one of the most widely used AI tools available today. Before we begin, it is helpful to understand the different parts of an AI system. In this lesson, we'll mainly be using the AI chatbot, which you can think of as the AI application, the interface where you type your questions and receive responses. A simple way to understand this is by comparing AI to a car. Imagine you're driving a car. The dashboard and the steering wheel are the parts you interact with directly. You use them to tell the car what you want to do, turn left, accelerate, or slow down. In the same way, the AI chatbot or AI application is the interface you use to communicate with the AI. Behind the dashboard is the car's engine, which provides the power that makes the car move. This is similar to the AI model, the powerful technology that processes your instructions, reasons them, and generates responses. If the car has a personal driver who can only drive the car, but also following your instructions, planning the best route, stopping for fuel, and completing errands on your behalf, that driver would be like an AI agent. An AI agent goes beyond simply answering questions. It can use AI to perform tasks and make decisions within defined limits. Throughout the course, you'll mainly be interacting with the AI chatbot, while the AI model works behind the scenes to generate responses. You'll notice that many AI platforms offer both free and paid versions. The free version gives you access to capable AI models that are excellent for learning and completing everyday tasks. Paid subscriptions typically provide access to more advanced AI models, which may offer stronger reasoning capabilities, faster response times, higher usage limits, and additional features. Since this course is designed for beginners, we'll focus on the free versions of AI tools so that everyone can follow along without needing a subscription. In later lessons, we'll also explore the paid versions and discuss when upgrading may be worthwhile. Let's get started and discover what ChatGPT can do. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is that we are going to log into ChatGPT. I've already opened my Google Chrome, and from my Google Chrome, I've already logged into my Gmail. This will make it easier when we are creating the account. So I'm going to add a new tab, and in that new tab, I'm just going to type www.chatgpt.com. Okay. Um, and then I'll just navigate to ChatGPT website by selecting ChatGPT. And then the first thing that ChatGPT is going to ask me is to log in or sign up. So because I'm already logged in onto the browser in my Google Chrome browser using my Gmail account, I'm just going to use the option to also continue with Google. This is actually much easier and much faster. And for most of us, we already have Gmail accounts. So to proceed, I'll just say continue with Google, and then from here, Google is going to ask me which account I'm going to log in with. And then I'm going to use this account um, to log in. And then from there, um, Google is going to ask me if I want to sign into OpenAI. And I'm going to say continue using this email address. Then now I'm in the ChatGPT website. ChatGPT is now asking me for my full name. I'm using Learning AI because that's the name of my Gmail account. I'll leave it like that. And then I'll just put 30 years and then finish creating account. So from here, we finished creating our account. And then we're now logging into the ChatGPT interface. Okay, so now we are in the ChatGPT website. You'll notice that you have this text box in which you can type anything, and that anything is typically your prompt. In one of our classes, we spoke about prompt engineering. So, this is where you would enter in your engineered prompt. So if you click on this plus icon, you'll notice that you have an option to either add photos or files. If you add those photos and files, you can ask ChatGPT to analyze or ask anything basically concerning those. Then you also have an option where you can say create image. And then if you select create image, ChatGPT can give you the option to visualize and explore ideas. And at the same time, you can also type in your prompt. You can also then have the option of selecting web search in the case in which you're putting an engineered prompt where you only wanted to search within the web, and also in a case where you want a detailed report concerning your prompt, you can actually select this. So in addition, you also have the option to actually dictate your prompt by clicking on this icon. And then also right next to it is whereby after you've actually typed in your prompt, this is where you typically click on this icon so that ChatGPT can start processing your prompt, or alternatively, you can just click on the enter button from your keyboard. And then to the top right, you'll notice that there's Get Plus. So currently, the version that we're using is the free version. We're going to start off by exploring the free version. Then in later lectures, we're then going to look at the paid version. Okay. So now, for our very first prompt, we are going to be looking at how ChatGPT can help us by teaching and explaining. You see, ChatGPT is an exceptional teaching tool because it acts as an indefinitely patient, personalized tutor that adapts to your unique learning style. It excels at breaking down complex concepts, matching your knowledge level, and helping you build mastery at your own pace. So to just showcase this example, I have created a prompt, and the prompt states the following: I'm an entrepreneur who is into selling perfumes for both men and women. May you teach me on how I can fully utilize Facebook for social media marketing for my products. I am new to social media, so please explain how I can do this in detail, step by step. So we want to see and explore how ChatGPT is going to help an entrepreneur who has a product that they would like to market on Facebook. And you'll notice that this prompt actually states that ChatGPT should actually explain this in detail, step by step. So let's click on the send prompt icon and see what ChatGPT will generate for us. So at this point in time, ChatGPT is thinking, and yeah, ChatGPT has started generating our results for us. So you'll notice that ChatGPT has already mentioned that Facebook can be a very effective platform for selling perfumes because it allows you to showcase, it's giving you that information. So the first step that is giving you in terms of the prompt that we've put in is you first need to create a professional Facebook business presence. It gives you the page. The concept of how to create a Facebook business page. It gives you the steps one by one, how you log into Facebook, how you can do it, you create the page. So even if you're someone who hasn't really used a Facebook business page, just from the instructions that ChatGPT is giving you, you are then able to do that. And it's also then telling you that you need to add the following and you need to complete your profile. And then step number two, it then even gives you um, where it says understand what your customers want. And it's listing the things that you need to know and the things that you also need to do. And then number three, it's even talking about learn the types of Facebook content. It's even giving you that information that there's this type of content and how you can put your product posts, and then it's also giving you your educational posts, and then customer testimonial post. It's giving you all these options. It's teaching you, telling you that these are the things that you can actually do on your page. And step four is telling you how you can actually create a posting schedule, on how you can, and even give you recommendations on what to post on each day. And then step five is even telling you about take better product photos, and the tips on how to actually do that, and what to avoid. And then step six is telling you to join Facebook pages, Facebook groups, and also to use Facebook Marketplace. So if you're a person who's totally new to Facebook business page and the concept of setting up a business page, ChatGPT is very helpful. It's very helpful, and it even suggests that you can actually set up Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp for your page, and tells you that you can even include the Facebook advertising. So you can see it's giving step by step. So one of the things that ChatGPT is actually good at is actually explaining. It's actually very good at explaining, and for me, it's one of it's the AI tool that I use, especially when I want to learn new things, or I want to understand, or I want to do something. I use Chat. I use ChatGPT because I found it that it is very very good for learning. So and it actually gives a very comprehensive and detailed plan of how you can actually achieve the goal. um yeah. Okay, so next we're also going to explore the writing capabilities of ChatGPT. It's a very popular AI tool used for writing. You see, ChatGPT is often used for drafting essays, marketing material, content creation, emails, and script. So we're going to look at this capability using this prompt that I've already put into the prompt box, and it reads, create a CV template for a recent graduate in finance who is looking into going into the banking industry in Zimbabwe. The CV should not be longer than 2 pages. So let's just click on our same prompt and see what ChatGPT will do for us. So you'll see that ChatGPT is a very, very popular AI tool for used for writing, and we're going to see what it is going to come up with. Okay, there it is now generating the 2-page CV template. You see, So now we have our CV template and it's putting in all the necessary information that I have to do basically with recent graduate who has graduated within the field of finance. And from here, you can just easily copy this and then fill in the blanks. Given that this is just a template, you can then fill in all the other blanks. Okay, so this time we're going to explore ChatGPT's writing capabilities, and we're going to ask ChatGPT to write an email for us. So this is what my prompt reads. It says, ChatGPT, could you please write an email to my workmate just to remind her that she needs to send through a document. It's 2 weeks overdue. We are facing fines from the regulator. So I'll just click on the send prompt icon and I'll allow ChatGPT to actually um, process that prompt for me. Okay, so this means that ChatGPT is processing that, and I'll expect a response soon from ChatGPT. Okay, here's the email. So you'll notice the heading. ChatGPT put a heading for me, the salutation, and has actually written the email for me. So all I'll just need to do is just read through it. If I'm happy with it, send it as is. If I'm not, I will then have to just maybe edit or add a few things. So this is these are just a few examples of the writing capabilities of ChatGPT. We explored the writing capabilities in creating a CV and as well as generating an email for us. You can actually use it to generate creative ideas, outlines, solutions for personal or business projects. So for this example that we're going to work with, we're going to send through a vague prompt. In this vague prompt, we're going to ask ChatGPT to actually generate an African historical setup love story based in the 1950s and see what it will generate for us, what ideas it will give us, what storyline it will produce for us. So I'm just going to click on the send prompt icon, and ChatGPT is then going to start the thinking process and generate the story for us, and then we're going to see what ChatGPT is going to generate for us. So at this point in time, if you see the icon turning to a square, it means that it is in the process of actually processing our prompt, and then we're going to see the idea. So we're going to notice that ChatGPT does a very good job in terms of um, brainstorming. So in this case, this is what it has come up with. It has come up with historical thriller romance settings, Southern Africa, late 1950s, and is during a period of growing trade networks, shifting alliances between kingdoms, and then it's coming up with a storyline. It's telling us that in the powerful kingdom of Mambire, it's talking about uh, the daughter of a military who falls in love with a mysterious stranger, and yeah, yeah, this sounds like a looks like a very good storyline, and then it even generates characters for us. It generates the character of Nyasha, the woman from the noble family. Tawanda, he's a skilled hunter trader. And then the chief Murewa, who's Nyasha's father. So you'll notice that one of the capabilities that ChatGPT has is that it's very good at brainstorming. And if you can just see just from the vague chat that we gave it, it came up with the storyline. So from here, we can even build up and then even ask it to add more characters and it will brainstorm with us. So in one for next videos, when we're going to be doing filmmaking, we'll discuss more in terms of um, this kind of line of storylines and also in terms of brainstorming as well. everyday use for brainstorming. But in this example, we're going to look at the context in which we're looking at personal project. So let's say you're seated and you're thinking, I want to start a hardware store, but you have no idea, you have no information on how you can go about it, and especially even in the place where you're located. Let's say you're located in Harare and you're thinking, how can I go about it? So you can easily type into ChatGPT so that at least it gives you an idea. Please note that it may not be 100% correct, but then at least it gives you a certain degree of accuracy that would at least help you in terms of maybe further research or even planning or even looking for more information. So we are going to just put in this prompt that we're going to ask ChatGPT to actually process for us, and then get this information and evaluate it, and then yeah, take it from there. So this is our prompt. Our prompt will read, I would like to open a hardware store in my city, Harare, within the next month. May you give me a list of things that I would need to have ready so that I am operational by then. May you also articulate them in such a way that I can follow through step by step. So I'm going to click on the send prompt icon. And from here, ChatGPT is going to start processing my prompt, and you'll notice that this prompt that I've actually put in for ChatGPT is a step-by-step prompt, and it also has to do with trying to find out how I can open a hardware store within a certain time frame. So we're going to see how ChatGPT is going to respond and the kind of information that it is going to give us. But like I mentioned before, um, AI may not always be correct every time. So you may need to verify some of the information, um, and also maybe also take note of the fact that this would give you as a great starting point. So this is what ChatGPT has given us. It has actually told us that opening a hardware store within a month is ambitious but achievable if you focus on the essentials first and expand later. So it's even breaking it down that in the first week, you need to set up the business and plan for it. Decide whether it's going to be retail or wholesale. Decide whether it's online, physical. Who are you targeting? And then the second thing is prepare a basic business plan. Within that business plan, this is the information that should be within it, and then estimate this information, and then register the business, open a business bank account, and then number two, secure premises and suppliers. So it's giving us a list of things that we should do, um week by week, giving us yeah, each and everything that we can achieve. So the good thing is, even though it tells us that this is what you can do, you can always put in another prompt to drill down. Like for example, if it talks about estimate on rent, you can put in a prompt to ask about rent, or even on things like let's say materials, and even things that target customers would want. You could even put in another prompt to find out more information. So this is just an example showcasing that ChatGPT can be used as a brainstorming tool, that you can actually use it to learn. In this example, we're going to put in a prompt where we're going to ask ChatGPT to explain photosynthesis like I'm a 12-year-old. Use examples that a 12-year-old can relate to. And we'll see how ChatGPT can actually um, teach us in terms of different concepts. Because you'll notice that ChatGPT can actually act like an interactive tutor to simplify difficult concepts and summarize long documents and provide web sourced facts. So this is something that ChatGPT can do. So let's see what ChatGPT will give us in this everyday use example on how ChatGPT can actually teach us and what we can learn. So you'll notice that it is now explaining the concept of photosynthesis to a 12-year-old. It's even starting by using a simple terminology, like imagine a plant is like a tiny factory, and it is even using terms like just like you need food to have energy to play soccer, ride a bike. These are terms that a 12-year-old can actually understand. It is then explaining the concept of how that plant would make its own food, and it actually puts a diagram, and it then even lists the ingredients that the plants need, and it breaks it down in a very simple way that even a 12-year-old can actually understand. Here it gives us a real life example of imagining your phone battery is dead, you need to plug it in, and it's explaining the concept of energy as well. So this is another everyday use that we can make use of in with Chat GPT, that we can actually use it to learn different concepts, whether they're simple, whether they're difficult, and even for any age, whether you're a child or even an adult. um, Chat GPT is easy in terms of learning and as a teacher tools. You can have a conversation with it. It doesn't replace therapy, it doesn't replace friendships, but you can have a conversation with it. Like for instance, let's say you are having a very tough day and something bad has happened to you, and you feel like venting or you feel like talking to someone. You can actually talk to Chat GPT. In this example, we're going to showcase an employee who has been unfairly treated at their workplace. So here's the chat that I've actually inputted, and the chat reads as follows. It says, I feel I was unfairly treated at work today. My colleague went behind my back and spoke to my boss about an idea I have been working on. Even when I tried to tell my boss it was my idea, he dismissed me. I feel used and ignored. Please help me to learn from this on how I can turn this around for my good. So you can just click on the same send prompt and allow ChatGPT to actually process that and actually give you feedback. So the advantage with this is that because ChatGPT is very conversational, it will respond to you, and you can even put back in another prompt, and then it will respond and keep responding. But now, when you're on a free plan, you need to be aware, because you may end up exhausting all of your credits, because every free plan comes with a certain number of credits. So if you keep conversing and conversing, and it keeps giving you output and output, you may actually finish off all your credits. So you need to be aware of that. That's the danger of being on a free plan. But of course, even when you're on a paid plan, you get more credits as well. But still, there is no um, situation whereby your credits are unlimited. They can be exhausted as well, but then at least there'll be more than that of a person who's on a free plan. So here's what ChatGPT is saying to our employee who feels they have been unfairly treated. It's actually conversing like a person and saying what you're describing would be upsetting for most people. You've invested time. So it's like, like it's as if it's relating to you, thought into an idea, someone else presents it to your boss. And when you try to clarify your contribution, you feel dismissed. That combination can easily lead to feelings of anger, disappointment, and loss of trust. It feels like you're talking to someone, but you're actually talking to an AI application. So here it says there are two separate issues here. The idea may not have been credited appropriately. Your boss's response made you feel unheard. So it's now advising you, rather than focusing on what happened today, it may help to think about the outcome you may want over the next few weeks or months. So it's now advising you that don't concentrate so much on what's happening. There's you also have a few weeks, a few months to come, and then it's now telling you on how you can what you can learn. You can make your contributions more visible. You can separate recognition from influence, observe before reacting, and then how you might turn this around is position yourself as part of the solution. Have a calm one-on-one conversation, build a stronger personal brand at work, a perspective worth considering. So it's now like talking to you and telling you on how maybe you can work this out for your good. So yeah, it's actually for me actually one of the it's actually the best conversational tools in terms of AI, and it's something that you could use on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so this is about it for our lesson on ChatGPT. I hope you have learnt a lot, and believe you me, we've only scraped just the surface. There's actually more that we can do with ChatGPT, to even planning personal goals and even learning how to code. There's actually a lot more that we can do. But thank you for joining us, and I hope you've learned. And may you drop in your comments in the comment section if you've got any questions. Our next lesson, we're going to be covering Perplexity AI. See you in the next lesson. Take care.